We are back.
Okay, we're back live again.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we're live. Hold on, let me make sure I'm clicking on my end to see if it's going on. It's a blank screen. Okay,
Okay.
there it is.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone else, oh no, it's not. Okay, it's streaming.
Okay. Yep. We are showing that we are up and we're live.
Okay, let me make sure people can hear me. Okay. Can you all hear me? Please text me. And let me know if that sounds better. I think it was better the last time. Because right now, mine's is streaming. And I got
Okay.
high-speed internet.
Okay. And so you're screaming and you can hear me. I can hear you too.
Right, but the class is just streaming. I don't see it's not stopping like it was before. It's just going in circles. Like it hasn't stopped. Like it's saying there's 17 people watching.
Okay. Well, it may just need to catch up.
Okay, you mean my system. Right, let me just turn it off and just go back in again. I just want to make sure it's on to be fair because I don't want to repeat myself. There's some really important things that I have to tell the family.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay. Go back.
Okay. All right. How about now? How do we sound now? How do we sound now? Is that good?
Okay, yeah, it's saying it's live.
Okay. It's saying it's live and we sound and the audio's coming in good.
Yep.
Okay.
It said it's on now. Yeah, it's just started 2 minutes ago. Okay, we're live now. All right, so hold on. If I'm asking, is anyone can hear me, can y'all text in? And they saying it's a little low, so if you can turn the volume up.
Okay. I'm turning it up. All right. How about now?
Okay, how about now? Send me a message and let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, they said it's a little louder now.
All right. Okay.
Turn me up on the headphones, like Biggie was saying. Turn me up on the headphones. Okay.
All right. All right. I got it. I got us up. We should be coming through loud and clear now.
Okay, great. Okay, family. So, again, text me and let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm sorry for the difficulties, family. We just was trying to make some a line where y'all could call in. So please be patient.
Okay.
I said I just don't want to repeat myself.
Right. Right.
Okay, good. We're live. So again, family, let me start again with the all prayer. Anuki Yahweh Pa Ashok Him Pa Pa was Kalel Ashok Kawan Jawaf Neye. Anuki Kasam Him Pa Pa was Pa Pa was Arni, Kawan Lake, Bakoi Yahweh Pa Pa was Anuki Yabad Be Nefatni, Pa Pa was Kawan Anuki, Pa Pa was Kador, Nako Kador, Pa Pa was Hamul, Nako Kamul. Okay, again, I would like to state to the family, Rahubat Musyaru, I would like to state to the family that this is not a newcomers class. If you all have questions, we will open up the channel. The brothers will open up the channel for y'all to ask questions, but this is not a newcomers class. If y'all want to ask questions about what is the way and all of this, after I done spilled my guts and told you all about what's going on with Baba, what happened during his trial, who was a part of him being incarcerated for 21 years. For me to open up the thing for y'all to ask questions, for us to open it up for y'all to ask questions. Y'all asking some stupid questions about what is the way. Okay? I don't need anyone coming on this platform asking dumb freaking questions. Because when I'm not on the call, you all are talking to me and y'all know what I'm saying is the truth. So step up, speak your truth, tell the other people what you've experienced with these same devils, and think about Baba's life who has been in there for 21 years. This is ridiculous. Now I'm going to read the proclamation again for those who tune in and don't hear it. This is chapter 12. Back. By rejecting Parmesan the star, I'm a Nevada and a Kapta Dexley. 3. Do not lie misusing our creative truth, Hakat, by ignoring the fact. 4. Do not lie and claim you are a true lover of truth, unless by practicing it. 5. Do not lie and say you can be trusted and loyal to your true race, the beings when you are not. 6. Do not lie and say you are the peacemaker when you are indeed the source of arguments, fights, and gossip. 7. Do not lie and commit atrocities by rejecting my acts, reconciliation when other civilians wish to make up. 8. Do not lie and say you can be trusted while you sneak around violating all that you claim is best for our people. 9. Do not lie, deceive, cheat by acting and living in this image of the beast man, acting and living in the image of this beast man of sin. If you undertake these responsibilities, let it be known by your actions. Now, greetings, Monsieur. I hope everyone is getting to see who these black devils are in our tribe. And this afternoon, I'm going to try my best to expose some more. So, 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry. Somebody was sending me a text. Okay, they said they could hear me. Okay, so now, first the thing I want y'all to do is there's a song by a Jamaican artist. His name is Dennis Brown. Okay? Now, y'all know my mother, as I told y'all, is from the West Indies. So she used to play this song all the time. And I thought about it because what Baba said when he first came in contact, when the elders, 24 elders came in contact with, when the 24 elders came in contact and they decided to, and they wanted to decide how they were going. Okay, y'all? Okay, I'm sorry. When the 24 elders came in contact with, when they were going to close the four winds of the planet, when they were going to, when they were going to let go of the four winds of the planet and destroy the planet, and they had a meeting and said, no, let's save the children, let's get them first, because it was going to be the end of this 6,000 year in the year 1970. So they decided to hold back the four winds, and they were trying to figure out a way how they were going to get the information to us. So they were like, okay, how are we going to do this? And so then Yanun, one of the 24 elders, said, let's use the books because these people seem to read a lot all the time. And they use the spell through the books, so let's use the books. And then there was another way they was going to do it. And when they first decided to come, they were not going to come as Muslims. They were going to come as they were going to use the Rastafarian culture. But then Baba said we can't do that because then we will be spending too much time getting our people off the marijuana, because in the Rastafarian culture, the people they smoked a lot of weed. But the culture was very spiritual. The women wore long skirts and blouses. They had their hair natural. They ate. They were vegetarians. And if you listen to a lot of the music, I'm talking about rockers. I'm talking about the good reggae music. You will hear the messages that it has in it because these people were very spiritually inspired. So now, this song by Dennis Brown, right? My mother used to play it all the time. And he said in his song that it's too much wagonist, right? And what a wagonist is people that are opportunists, or people who love, people that are two-faced, and they love war and confusion, right? And then he said there's too much antagonists, and these are members of the tribe that like to tease us. When they say, "Oh, Baba was found passed out in his cell. Oh, he's having angioedema attacks." Then Dennis Brown goes on to say that the wolves and leopards are trying to kill the sheep and the shepherd, and the time to separate the sheep from the wolves. That it's time to separate the sheep from the wolves, and we're at the crossroad, and this is the time of decision. So the reason why I say that is y'all need to really listen to that song, because that is what's happening right now in this tribe. And that's what it represents. And like I said to y'all 2 Sundays ago, I'm going to name the names, and I'm going to discuss events that took place with me and these devils, because experience gives you trial and error, right? With experience, you go through trial and error, just like a science project, right? And you perfect your observations like a science project. And I'm telling y'all right now, these niggas are full of malice, they're full of deceit, they're full of lies, and the list goes on and on. And Baba said that they have no soul. So if y'all are waiting for some type of positive response from any of them, it will be an act, or like they always say, an act of kindness. So today I'm going to do something a little different, because I think it's very important that we line these black devils up. And I would like to first state that there's no way of proving who is a witch, who is a demon, who has a walk-in, and who is a ghoul, and why these people are with us without using sound right reasoning. So being that sound is a vibration that causes movement, and you're chanting and you're eating properly, and sometimes it don't even have anything to do with that, because my mother, when she met Waki, she knew from the door, just like I did, there ain't nothing right with that freaking lady. Okay, so just like my mother knew your so-called ex-clan mother, that she was full of garbage from day one. And when I first saw her myself, I was like, this lady looks like Eartha Kitt. And I was like, by the way, and then Baba told me when I said he said Eartha Kitt was a witch, and who they call Catwoman.
And as you know, witches. Okay, I'm hearing my voice speak, sir.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so, and as y'all know, witches use their cats to fight at night with their familiar spirits, because they do things to harm others. And at times when it backfires on them, or a spell that they cast doesn't work, those familiar spirits come back to haunt them. So the cats, they sleep in the daytime, and at night they're up fighting spirits for them. So that's why you always see witches with cats, right? So now, today I would hope that the sound of my voice vibrates with many of you, and that you can feel that what I'm telling y'all is the truth. Okay? Because these niggas are thieves, and they're just not. Look, it's time, y'all, that I just keep it 100. I want to be honest with y'all with what I experienced, and sometimes I'm a little reluctant because of the things, the people, because the thing is this, they know who I am, but y'all don't. Why? Because they're spiritual people, but they're evil. And there's some of y'all who know who I am because you're spiritual and you're good. So they're spiritual evil people. And they'll try to act like I'm not the one that was assigned to help Baba come home. They'll try to act like I'm not the one that's going to help him. And they'll try to act like it's all fake. But behind closed doors, them niggas is working day and night and day to prevent him to come out, because they know that when Baba come home, he don't want nothing to do with any of them. Because in all the 21 years that he's been incarcerated, all he has seen was him play games, lie, and cheat and mistreat other people and his true followers and push them away so that he can't come home. I'm telling you right now that these niggas in this tribe are witches, demons, ghouls, and black devils. This is real. So now, like I said, okay, they're thieves. Now, hold on, because I put a timeline and I just don't want to miss anything, right? So, now, y'all need to be careful, because a lot of these people, they'll come in your house and they'll take some of your personal belongings. They'll scheme and take your husband, and many of them will sleep with brothers who who they know are married. They'll go from man to man, brother to brother. And, and y'all sitting in this tribe pretending to be goddesses, calling yourself a good dad, having a daughter tag, when you really a kare, a slut, a whoremonger. And you're down with the Statue of Liberty and what she represents. When Pops gets out, and trust me, you're not coming with us. You're going to be dragged out of this tribe because this is not our way. Okay, family? And I'm about to get into that a bit too, so that y'all can all see who is who among us and how they move. I'm talking about witches, real ones among us. And you may say, well, what does that have to do with legal? Well, then let's go back to our doctrine and read your manuals, family, and what the master teacher taught us about Mesopotamia. What did Baba say about Mesopotamia? He said that they sent witches to create confusion in Genesis chapter 11, verse 9, or 9:11. I keep forgetting. I think it's 11 verse 9. And they said they sent the witches to cause confusion and cause with the language. And most of the sisters that you see that's trying to teach the language, like Sia Amunet, she's a witch. Amunet is a witch. And that other sister that's calling herself a god, Miss Daughter Tat, Amunet, Sweet, or whatever her name is, she's a witch too. And you know how they witches, because they go from man to man to man to man. Okay? Now, but with sound right reason, you'll hear the sound of what I'm telling y'all, like music to your ears, because many of y'all was crying, telling me that y'all cried, and that y'all wanted to know what's going on, so I'm here to tell you. You understand? Now, many of y'all are chanting and praying, and you ask your ancestors to show you what the deal is. Y'all want to know why Bob is in there. Well, I'm telling y'all now why he's in there. I'm explaining it, and I'm breaking it down with science from my own experience from dealing with these devils. If you read the Black Devil book, Baba even tells people to tell their own stories about when they was in college and things like that, and how they dealt with Black Devils. Okay? Now, I have a few announcements as well, because there's got a few brothers in this tribe that are acting like little bitches, and I hate to say that. They're like little internet bitches, and they just won't bust the grape in the fruit fight, but they'll body slam a woman, they'll talk about a woman, they'll sit back and jock ride who's never in charge, and when your Lord and Savior, the master teacher, spent all these years in prison, writing this affirmation, gave us the arm squeeze, gave us genetic.
And the author who wrote the book. I keep hearing myself double, brother. I'm hearing my voice keep repeating itself. No. Okay, thank you. So what I'm saying is, why y'all not paying homage to the master teacher who spent all these years in prison writing these books? You know what I'm saying? And this is one of the reasons why the Natharu are putting curses on y'all. And then when you can't see, when you try to see, they make you blind. When you can't hear what's going on, they make you even dumb. They deafen your ears even more. And you're walking around blind, deaf, and dumb. Okay? Hold on a second. I just got a text. Okay, they saying I'm real low now. Come on, man. I already know what this is, man. This is just a lot of people just attacking us spiritually because they don't want this information to get out. And I got to tell the family what this is.
Right. I'm with you.
Now
I'm
my
with you.
voice is doubling again.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Is everything is set the way it's normally set. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here.
They said they didn't hear nothing I said. Nothing.
What? Everything is coming up on here.
They said it's annoying.
Everything is showing green over here.
They said it's making it seem like y'all doing it on purpose.
No, I'm not doing anything on purpose. I'm right here with you, and I'm not touching anything. Can they hear me now?
Can y'all hear me now? Hold on, let me get out of Clubhouse. Let me unmute myself. Cause it seems like That's what it is. You must disconnect your call. Cancel. All right, 1 minute. I gotta take this. I don't know how I got on this box. Now my voice is doubling again.
Everything's still the same right here.
And they said it keep going in and out.
Keeps going in and out.
Yup.
All the parameters are high. Everything here, my mic is set. Everything here is set. The stream is showing that it's strong.
Let me ask somebody, can they hear me? Okay, can y'all text me and let me know if y'all can hear me now? But see, the thing is, when I'm talking now,
Right.
my voice is doubling.
Your voice, because I hear you loud and clear.
They said it's going. I said, okay. They said they can hear you. Can hear me clear now, but before it was going in and out.
Okay. I like I said.
While I was speaking.
Okay.
But
Everything is kind of right. Everything
they
is
said
set.
way better. Way better now.
Okay.
Okay. So let me repeat what I said. Okay? Because I took note and I made a timeline on purpose. Okay? Right. And now, like I said, y'all, these are witches. And as you can see, but look, I'm hearing my voice double.
Okay.
As I'm talking to you.
I'm trying to. Like I said, I haven't touched any of the parameters.
I know, but as I'm talking to you, hold on. Let me go to this clubhouse thing.
Okay.
And get off this, because this is the thing that's irritating me. Hold on.
Okay.
Because
I don't have you on. I don't have you on Clubhouse. You're on a direct. You're on a direct connection.
Okay, hold on. Let me see how I go out of this. Let me log out. Okay, I just logged out of Clubhouse.
All right. Are you still hearing yourself reverberate?
Let me see. Yeah, I'm still doubling my voice. Like when I talk to you, I'm hearing myself. It's echoing.
Okay. Do you have your computer on? Do you have your Do you have your YouTube
No,
open?
I'm not on. Hold on. No, I'm not on YouTube. Hold on. Let me go on here.
Is it on your computer?
I'm not on my computer.
Okay, you're not on your laptop and it's not open.
Okay, hold on. Let me go up there. Okay, I just logged out of that.
Okay, and if you turn your volume down on it, it shouldn't feedback.
Okay, hold on. Let me get out of this. Let me go somewhere else, because I see where it is. What it is. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm still hearing my voice double. But it's okay. Y'all can hear me. I'm just gonna try to work with it.
Okay.
Or maybe you got me. Oh, he said to take your speaker off. Tell me to take my speaker off?
Yes, turn your speaker off.
Okay. What about now?
Okay.
I'm still hearing myself.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, my voice is doubling. It don't got nothing on my speaker. It's something. I think you might be too close to something.
Okay. How about now?
Okay, hello? Nope, you still wherever you might be standing too close to
the mic. How about now?
Okay. Okay, I still hit myself, but it's okay. I'm just gonna talk and ignore it. All right?
Okay.
All right, I'm sorry, family. Like, it's just a lot of confusion today. And like I said, these are witches, and this is what they do. They're the masters of confusion. You understand? And what they're trying to do is trying to stop me from getting this information out. But I'm just gonna ignore the echo from my voice and just talk to y'all and let y'all know what's going on. All right? So now, Like I said, some of y'all can't, some of you all can't understand what's going on because it might even be a genetic thing. Because some of us are humanoids, some of us are children under the throttle, some of y'all are gifted, some of y'all are golden children. You got all types of spiritual people and evil people in the tribe. So, and sometimes it has a lot to do with y'all diet, for whatever reason. Y'all can't get this. Y'all can't understand what's going on. But there's no way that you can't tell me that I'm spending all this time talking and I'm spilling my heart out to y'all, letting y'all know what's going on and who's behind Baba's incarceration. And y'all sit back here and act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking to those. Well, first I want to say thank you to all of those who are supporting me. But for those brothers who know I'm telling the truth, y'all know better than this. Than to leave Baba in there like this for 21 years and not support the sisters that's helping you. Because all these years, they told you nothing. They showed you nothing. They gave you nothing. You don't know what's going on. Y'all have the slightest idea of who's behind this. And now I'm coming forth and telling y'all that I'm the one doing the work. Come on, brothers. Don't sit up here and tell me that y'all know that I'm making this up and that I'm lying. Y'all know these niggas is behind the master teacher being in prison. I read the prayer to you when me and Amanuma was on the channel. He told y'all what he knew. I told y'all what I knew. And y'all still continue to walk around and act like you don't know what's going on. Y'all know this is real. And y'all know they behind Baba being locked up. And y'all know that I'm working hard to help him. And let me make this straight. First of all, I'm the one that opened up the doors and while Gadushat and the Babsat is going up to see Baba. And if they're lying to y'all, telling y'all that I'm not in communication with him, they're freaking lying. Because I am. How am I making all these moves? Tell them, ask them to ask Baba and be in communication with me. And I don't have to tell y'all my business every day and all day. It's none of your goddamn business. The fact is that somebody is in his life that cares about his well-being. And you all should be glad that it's a woman that's stepping up to do it. A lot of y'all are just full of jealousy. Y'all are haters and you want to be in a position in his tribe. And the thing is this, we're nobody without Baba. All y'all thinking about is being in charge, being a leader, and being this and that, and you're walking around and you're like the brothers used to do in the Ansar days, wearing their garbs, pulling women with the knowledge. Without the knowledge, let me see you do it without that. Starting businesses, using Baba's life, his blood, sweat, and tears. When you written no books. Y'all have done nothing for your people. And if you have, you should have the compassion in your hearts to do it. Because Martin Luther King was a man of compassion. The master teacher is a very compassionate man. These are people that care about others and they sacrifice their life. Y'all all on the internet looking like y'all these guards and stuff and these goddesses and y'all trash. Y'all have sat back all these years and you've done nothing. And the one person that's stepping up to do something, y'all trying to slander my name. Let me break something down to y'all, okay? And like I said, I hope my voice, vibrates to y'all and y'all can understand what's going on because it's a lot of these sisters, these witches is in the tribe and they're always doing the language. Like I told you, Sia Amunetah is a witch. Red Pet Sepsis Amunet is a witch. Now the sister Carfrey, I don't know what her new name goes by. She's not a witch. I know her. She's not a witch. But she ain't wrapped too tight either. Y'all better be careful, okay? Because the thing is this. Help me understand how Baba spent all these years in prison, writing these books, giving y'all this information, and y'all out here following niggas on the internet. They didn't write any books. The stuff that, why y'all following them? They don't care about your life. They don't care about your soul. And they don't care about the master teacher. Because if they did, they would be on board trying to help me, help him get out of there. Instead of trying to get followers, it slander my name. Now, like I said, I have a few announcements because we got a few brothers in this tribe that are acting like little internet bitches. All right? And they won't even bust a grape in a fruit fight, but they'll body slam a sister, talk about women. They sit back, jock riding, all the people who's in charge, when Bob is the one who puts this information out. Okay? Now, what I don't understand, and like I said, is how so many of you could just be, just so fast. Y'all just let go of the rope of the master to follow these people who don't care about Baba's life. They're all jealous of their own master teacher. Just look at them. But let me see you take off the guard. Let me see you walk regularly without our information and see how many people that you can get to follow you without using our doctrine. Because Bob is always a step ahead of you, clowns. And like I said, one thing a black devil always does is they always got to do things their way. It's their nature. Their very nature will not allow them to practice our way of life. Okay? And another thing, like I said, this is not no doctrine class. Okay? And I'm not Bob's administration. All right, that's not my department. I told y'all that the proclamation book is in chapter 12 of the Patadak. Y'all got to reach out to the family or ask somebody to get you a copy of that to print it and put it in a frame in your home. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind helping others, but I got work to do, okay? And now while y'all asking administration about that Patadak, chapter 12, tell them to print the other ones called The Scheme and a whole lot of other readings that were read back in Athens that had spiritual affirmation that I heard this demon, the Baptist, never printed. Okay? Now, I would like to address a few things because there's a few brothers, like I said, they're in this tribe slandering my name. And before I address this, I would like to say to the real men in our tribe to please step up. I'm asking y'all brothers to help me. How long have we been waiting for the arrival of Baba, and what have they done? I done showed y'all all my works, my years of making changes for the master teacher, and I opened up his visitations, okay? I did that. The Baptist, them two dodo birds are going up there every week. Why they not coming back telling you what's going on in the tribe? Why y'all not getting updates? You want to know why? Because Baba's going off on them. He's saying, what's up with this? What's up with that? And he told the Baptist, I know one thing, you better tell me what happened to all my money. He told her that to her face. He said, I don't know who you think you are and who you think you ain't. I got plenty of choices. You ain't the only woman and you won't be the last in my life. And people who've been in Baba's family and worked in his office know how Baba gets down. He don't play that selfish, egotistical, demonic stuff that she do and try to act like she better than everybody. And she got all this money printing these books and keep acting like she broke and swinging her daughter like a carrot to the tribe to try to get money. Okay, because the reality is she was not Baba's wife. Fatima Watanosi was Baba's wife. Prince York mother Shalimar was his wife. Kathy was his wife. Asifa Laurie's mother was his wife. Leah's mother, Awatip, was his wife. Nababtet was not his wife. All right? She was someone that worked in the office and had a child with Baba. She wasn't up there with him. Let's make that very clear. I know all about that, all right? And I'm not trying to talk about that to get in Baba's bedroom or have y'all in Baba's life, but I just wanted y'all to know because they always try to use status in Baba's life with his family as being his family to play games on y'all, to act like they're this and they that. And then just like Joaquin did with that sister crap. Or like how his son Ishmael do with saying, that's my father. Don't let these niggas fool y'all, because I'm telling you, even some of Baba's own children don't want him home. Now, let me say this. I have something to say about this brother. His name is, hold on, I wrote it down. He's on the internet, and he's talking crap about me, and he don't even know me. His name is Kufu Kaf Reye. Okay? First of all, I want to say this, brother. You don't even know me, nor have you followed this case. And that recording that Mario put up with my voice, that the young elder and that other brother called the young elders using my tapes with my voice, using it to attract Malachi Z. York's followers, those are old and outdated. Okay? Now, let me make something clear to you. I made the choice to not be a part of Victoria Broussard's clique back then because I saw what she was about, okay? And one of the reasons why I don't understand y'all don't understand what's going on is because y'all don't investigate these people. Okay? Did not Baba say, don't believe me, check it out. Now, this chick had a long blonde wig on, and she had YouTube videos up that she took down talking about the statutory limitation for child molesters should be life in prison. And another thing, Baba told them that if I didn't want to share any of my legal documents with them, he told them to just leave me alone. All right? But Mario won't put that tape up with him and Victoria. As a matter of fact, when Mario and Victoria was supposed to be working, and she was supposed to be Baba's lawyer, and he was supposed to be his paralegal, them niggas was taking trips on boats. Mario was smoking cigars. We don't smoke cigars. Mario had on a white beater shirt with t-shirts, with shorts on a boat with Victoria, and they was on rendezvous when they were supposed to be working on Baba's case. Okay? Now, I want y'all to read, hold on. Let me read you a few things that this red bone devil said about Baba in her filing. And if you want a copy of it, email me at ashantizulu@gmail.com. Hold on, because I made a copy of it. All right. Hold on, that's page 8. This is page 8. Page 7. Okay, it starts on page 7. She says, on information and belief, the plaintiff has gone weeks without going outside, thus preventing him from ever experiencing direct sunlight because no sunlight into his cell. By continual placement in solitary confinement, defendant, that means Baba, defendants violated 28, I'm not going to read that, it's just a law. Plaintiff to indefinite, not defendant, Baba's the plaintiff and the prison is the defendant, okay? The plaintiff to indefinite confinement and segregation and imposing atypical significant hardships. And they saying the prison has imposed severe restrictions on human contact. And she said that Baba's ability to communicate with his family and his attorney. Then she goes on to say, I need y'all to listen to this. At 75 years old, I'm not going to say plaintiff, I'm going to say Baba, so y'all can understand it. She says at 75 years old, the plaintiff neither poses a public safety risk, nor is he among the most serious and violent offenders in the federal system. He has maintained a positive attitude and has demonstrated that he is rehabilitated by pursuing self-improvement and promoting unity amongst prisoners. Now, she said Baba has been rehabilitated. This is what she says now. She said also that Baba maintains his specific RICO and Mann Act convictions and the included offenses improper sexual conduct with minors and produces conditions that makes him an easy target. So what she's trying to say is because Baba was convicted for molesting children, this makes him an easy target. Then she says that Baba's been rehabilitated in there. Then she goes on to say on page 8, if you read the footnotes, she says, with the enactment of the Adam Walsh Child Protection and Safety Act of 2006, the Walsh Act, the Bureau of Prisons further expanded its monitoring, evaluation, and treatment program for sex offenders. Then she goes on and says, sex offenders program, that Baba has never been evaluated or placed in any of these programs, despite his extent of seriousness, offending history and nature of his conviction. With a history of sexual offenses, may be designated to the sex offender management program. Okay? This is how this, now do y'all see how this thick ass lady thinks? She's sitting up here writing a motion, telling the people in the prison that has rehabilitated himself, and why have they not made him eligible for a sex offender program, because his case is a severe case of child molestation children.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want a copy of this? I will send you a copy of this. You can read it on page 8. This is what Victoria Broussard said. All right? So, Kufu, Ankh, Kop, Ray, ask your homeboy Mario why did his freaking woman file a motion and call Baba a freaking pedophile and a child molester. And another thing she did, in the beginning of this motion, she called Baba a black man and not an African American. So what she's really saying is that she's freaking racist, and yet these black people are black men. And Baba taught me that about how judges and lawyers use certain terminology to say that we're black people and not African Americans. And don't think that because a person might be mixed or light skinned or black, because she's a black woman, a mulatto, don't think that they ain't racist, because they freaking racist. So y'all asked me, why should I work with, and I told Baba, and when Baba asked me to work with Mario and them, he laughed, because I said I'm not giving them my documents, because when I came back from Africa in 2016, and I had the letter that Baba wrote me back in 2016 to prove it, the rest of the members of this tribe, they got jealous of me, and then they started flocking their dumb asses to Liberia without even taking malaria pills. And now they're all sick, okay? So y'all can front all y'all want to, because y'all stomach is all cringing, y'all getting all nauseous with diarrhea, the stomach is cringing, and those are the first signs of malaria. Then your skin starts turning yellow, and then your blood, that means that it's getting into your red blood cells. Then after that, it starts to affect your red blood cells. Then it starts affecting your kidneys. And then once it gets into your kidneys, you can forget about it, because that's a vital organ. And that's the only organ in the body that replenishes itself. So once that organ gets infected, you may as well prepare for a balloon ceremony, because that's when you become mentally confused. And that's when the lack of oxygen won't get to your brain, and you become delusional, and then you die. So all you niggas took your dumb asses to Liberia, drinking that water. You can't even drink the ice in Africa. But y'all went down there, jumping the gun with only a yellow fever shot. Please, when you go to West Africa, any country in Africa, any foreign country, whether it's Vietnam, wherever, you cannot drink the water, okay? You cannot eat the strawberries. You cannot eat the grapes. You have to eat oranges, pineapples, bananas, kiwi, mangoes, any potatoes, cassave, stuff that you can peel with the skin. Because if you didn't take a hepatitis A shot, a hepatitis B shot, a typhoid shot, a tetanus shot, nigga, you are open door for diseases. Because the mosquitoes, when they smell your skin and you fresh from the United States, they will tear your ass up. Okay? So now, y'all want me to work with a woman that talks like that? Y'all want me to work with members of this tribe that's jealous of me, and stupid freaking brothers that's down here in Africa when Baba told them to come back? Y'all use that brother Sincere Ray. You don't hear him no more, because y'all milked him and his wife out of all their money. So Neb went down in Africa having babies. And by the way, check this out, y'all. Check this out. So Neb's name is Arkiz, and his last name is Ashley. Now I want y'all to check this out. His last name is Ashley. What's the last name of the judge that sentenced Baba to life in prison? Ashley. Remember what I told y'all about the name? What's the coincidence that this nigga's real last name is Ashley? Now let's look at Damian Pryor, Duswa. His real name is Damian Pryor. Okay? And let's not forget about those tribal ID scams he did, y'all. Y'all know he took your names. Did y'all know he took y'all names to a voodoo priest in Ghana and did spells so that y'all could not see who he was, and so that he could continue to do what he do? And y'all could see him in a light matter, in a good way? What was said about him? Nobody says anything about him. Okay? He did a ritual so that he could camouflage himself, and so that after he raped that sister's 11-year-old son, I don't know, I think Jamoki was 11 or 12, but look at, like I said, look at Damian Pryor's last name. His last name is Pryor. What's the name of the chief judge at the 11th Circuit that sat on Bob's case? William Pryor. Now Pryor is the chief judge over the 11th Circuit, and his job is to protect Ashley. Now you see, vice versa. You see how these demons are in our family? Now who does Deuce Wad protect? His last name is Pryor, right? And he protects Sinead, whose last name is Ashley. And they all work together in an elaborate scheme, family. You see, once I got Pop's privileges, Sinead was the first one to get on the phone and call me. He began asking me about, talking about, like he was trying to act like he want to work together. So asking me about Judge Royal. You see, y'all, let me tell you something. These niggas got a pact with Satan, family, and they have a spiritual, everlasting pact with the devil. These are his children of fire. And like I said, Shady Dale Elaine Brown, y'all ex-clan mother, Rocky, you got R. Kip Ashley, you got Damon Pryor. And another thing, let me say this to y'all. When did Baba say to anyone in his tribe that he's not communicating with me? Okay? Ask those two dodo birds, like I said, that go up there every week to ask Baba if he's not in communication with me. And I told y'all that the reason why they're going up there is because of me. He's on a visit. They're going up on a visit to see Baba because of me. And they had Sinead to try to communicate with me because Baba began calling them every week, asking them questions. All right? And then Janet Denise Overton, a.k.a. Janet Goins, a.k.a. the three-feathered pigeon, she's a whore. How did she get her status? And I'm going to save her in my pocket for a rainy day because I got dirt on her too. You see, I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all got to think about this. Because Sekina, she's a dirty demon. And she's using that lawyer Tucker. Tell them to show you what they have done. You see these punks? They like, I'm going to tell you something. They try, I'm going to tell you something about these people. All right? Tell me what has Tucker and Sekina done in 21 years. Tell me what they've done, y'all. They don't even know me. Y'all are trying to get clout in the tribe by letting black devils know that y'all on their side. Y'all working against me, talking against me on the internet. Y'all don't even know me. Keep on talking because in a minute, the ball is going to be in my court like it is now. And once it gets past to me, I'm going to start dunking on you niggas. So I hope you're ready. And I pray that your dumbass wives leave you. All you brothers that's talking against me and slandering my name, because if she don't, then she going down too. Because once the master teacher is free, y'all not coming with us. Okay? Y'all a bunch of internet punks and y'all jealous of the master teacher. And without his knowledge, without his books, y'all are nothing but a banana with the skin peeled off. So shut up and stop talking about me and start talking like y'all got some sense. Now, like I said about Sekina, it's time to expose her. Her name is a.k.a. Sekina, a.k.a. Patricia Lewis. She's a thief. She sold one of Baba's buildings and she used a company to hide it. And she wants to be the master teacher so bad. Now, let's talk about that accident she had first. Okay? Now, y'all remember a couple of years ago, Sekina was in a car with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 individuals. 3 people died. And 2 survived the accident, including herself. Now, Baba said that Sekina is responsible for those people that died and that their spirits are following her every day, all day. Because once you kill a person, you are responsible for their soul. And she could sit up there and act like it was an accident. It wasn't. That's what witches and warlocks and evil people do. They always try to make something look like an accident. Y'all better watch that movie called Rosemary's Baby. Every time there was somebody died, it was an accident. Oh, but don't worry, family. She got it coming. And I don't care how much power she appears to have with that lawyer Tucker. Just take a look at the name T in the word Tucker and put a line on top of it. And what letter do you have? You have the letter F. And I ain't gonna say what it is. But Tucker, put the line on the top and you got that word. All right. Now, Sakina got into that accident and those 3 people died. And the sister that was in the car with her named Dakia told me out of her own mouth that it was a ritual that she did. And when the car flipped over, Sakina was screaming and laughing while the car was in midair spinning. And then when it landed, one person, the driver, went straight out the window, that brother, and the other 2 people died. And Sakina was on the side of the road, laying there, and the sister said she had to put her arm back in the socket, and she walked over to Sakina and started kicking her body, saying, "Get up, get up." And I said, well, in my mind, I'm like, what? I said to her, "Why'd you do that?" She said, "Because I didn't want her to get away with what she did. And that's why I was kicking her, to make her get up, to snap her out of that, because I didn't want her to die. I wanted her to live and suffer for what she did, because if she would have died, that would have been an easy way out." And so she told me, Baba called her and asked her what happened. And she told Baba everything from the beginning to the end. And she said that when Sakina came through from the accident, the first thing she wanted was the money, because she had a briefcase with money in it. And that's the first thing she said was the money, the money. So that's showing you who she is and what she about right there. Demons and evil people, like I said before, murderers. If you want to know who's behind it, follow the money. That's who showed you who's behind the scheme of things. Because it damn sure ain't me. All right? Now, after the sister, Baba asked the sister told me that Baba asked her to tell her what happened, and Baba said that Sakina's trying to act like she don't know, she don't remember what happened. And Baba told her, no, she doesn't remember. And she said, yes, she does. Yes, she does. And Baba said, listen, she doesn't. But one day she will. And when she does remember what she did, she's going to fall so hard that she better pray somebody is standing next to her to catch her when she falls. Now, Sekina had that lawyer. First, she lied to the family and told us that Tucker was part of the John Gotti law firm. And Baba gave me the information to call the lawyers with the number that she gave her. And when I called the attorneys, they said, get that man Tucker on the phone. They was pissed off. And he wasn't even a part of the John Gotti law firm. She lied. She lied to y'all and told y'all that and used that lawyer to get money. Right? So then they wrote something that was supposed to be something with some medical transfer, and the name of the doctor was Dr. Bussy. Busse. I said, what the hell is this? Bussey, Bussy. Dr. Bussy. So it shows you where their mind is. And then Baba said Sakina's a fraud, and that she lies all the time, and that she's running game. And I told Baba when I was around her, how she was acting, she was selling the books like they was kilos of cocaine. And Baba kicked her out of the building because I wrote him a letter about her and told her what she did. And Baba said Sakina got so many bones in her closet that if you open it up, ain't no telling what bone is going to fall out. Telling you, y'all, she's a thief. And now let's talk about the money she stole. Because she sold the building, right? She got some kind of printing things where she sell the books. And Seneb and all them and the Bab said they all work together. All of them. They all working together to steal money from Baba. They don't care about Baba's life. They don't care about y'all. They are thieves. They are stealing, and they are demons. Now, Sakina stole. Me and Amunuma told y'all on our last class. When we was on his YouTube platform, me and Amunuma told y'all how Sakina stole $900,000 from Mary York, Joaquin's mother, right? And I said to him, we showed y'all the paperwork, and if y'all want a copy of that, I'll send y'all a copy of that too. Now, let me explain something to y'all. The way she did it was they used her credit, and they got all this money. They got a loan, and they got all this money, and Sekina got it, and I'm pretty sure she split it with Joaquin, because they didn't say anything about it. They didn't complain about it. So that goes to show you, y'all, these niggas will rob their own mother. They'll rob their own family members. So what makes you think they care about your life and your soul, but they're gained about freeing the master teacher? Y'all need to take a look at Sekina. Look at her face. Look at her teeth. Look at her toes. Look at how her nitty braids fall out to the side of her head. She's a demon. Now, y'all remember that movie called The Vatican Tapes? Now, what does the Vatican Tapes mean? Now, we all know that the Vatican or the Vatican is the place of, it's a place where the popes are in Rome. And what the movie was about, because Baba said to watch a movie called The Vatican Tapes. The movie was about a battle between good and God, or God and the devil, or God and Satan. Now remember, Baba told us that that Rome is the seat of all corruption. So they called a petition in a movie, right? But before the petition was called, there was two priests having a conversation, and the black priest said to the white priest, "What makes the devil choose one person over another?" Now let me elaborate on that. Check this out. Now, in that movie, the black priest said to the Caucasian priest, "What makes the devil choose one person over another?" And what makes the devil choose one person over another is because certain people are born a certain kind of way. They're born evil. Like Baba said about the story with children. You put them in a room, you put a bunch of toys there, you'll see who the devil children are, because they don't want to play, they don't get along, they snatching, fighting, biting, scratching. Where do they learn how to do this? It's passed on in the genes. And remember, Baba said your children come through you, not from you. Right? So you got some people in this tribe, because they vibrate so low. I got a letter that Baba wrote me about that. But I gotta get it. I had a lot going on this week. My next update, I will elaborate on that with y'all. And I'll read it to you from the master teacher's word. He said that on the top of your crown, you know when a baby is born, the top of the baby head is soft and you can see the heart beating? Well, that's where these beings, that's how they get inside of you, through the top of your head. So what happens is they see your aura, and like, if you're greedy, if you're real jealous and envious, if you're selfish, if you're a miser, you know what I'm saying? You negative, you like teasing people, torturing people. So in your aura, that light lets them know your vibrational rate, and they can get inside of you through the top of your head. So now, in the movie, this demon surfaced inside the body of the woman after she had a car accident. Okay? This woman had a car accident, and the demon got inside of her after the car accident. Why would Baba tell us to watch that movie? And now trust me, in the movie, when they went to try to do an exorcism to get that thing out of that lady's body, they said that the force was too powerful. It was something very strong, very forceful, and very satanic. Now y'all look at Sekina and tell me, what is that? That is not a human being. Come on, family, wake up. Because you know what? I'm going to start looking at some of y'all, and when I see y'all rolling with this demon, I'm going to know who you are. Because the devil always have hosts and people that roll with him. Like in that movie, the Omen, when that freaking lady, forgot her name, when she came and babysit Damien and said, "Don't worry, I got you." It's members of this tribe, they got ghouls, they got demons, they got people that assist the devil. And Bible said they have an everlasting pact with Satan. Okay? So don't tell me that Sekina is not a demon. Don't tell me that Nabatet is not some kind of demon. Because look at her then and look at her now. She don't even look the same anymore. Look at Gadushtat. She don't even look the same no more. These women, these men and women in this tribe that y'all think want Baba home, they are hosts and they are bodies that are walking around with evil spirits in them. Okay? Now, let me talk about something else for a minute. Because you got witches in our tribe too. And like I told y'all, the Amunet is a witch. Why? This is how you know they witches, y'all. Ripet Shepsis Amunet is a witch. They're whores. Gadushtat, look at her name. Cheryl Ann St. Clair. Latifa, the elder, she's a witch too. Ask her how many husbands she had. The Bible said any woman that had more than 3 husbands is a witch. This coming from the master teacher. And I watched him. Okay? Now, that other sister, named Robbie, they call her Natat, Sanintet M. Atum Reye. Joe's wife, she's a witch too. All right. Hatep Sanintek Katie. Y'all see her on the internet? Her name is Jacqueline Chaplin. She's a witch too. And she's a jackal. All right. Carlita Gonzalez. She's a witch too. Look at her name. Mylita. Carlita. Like Tarnush's wife. Mylita. Janet Goins, aka Jan E.T. Jan E.T. What is Jan? Jan is the vice master of the Jinn. Let me elaborate. Now, check this out, y'all. Now, these are facts. I'm not making none of this up. Now, first let me back up a little bit and let me tell y'all what Baba said about these 3 witches in our tribe. He said one name is Lilith, one name is Jezebel, and the other one name is Delilah. He said he named the personalities of them. He said Lilith is the whore. One minute she looks like an old hag, and the next minute she looks vibrant and young. That's Waukee. Jezebel was a self-acclaimed apostle. She was a person who professed to be a prophetess, but she wasn't, and she was the one with the diamond ring. That was the one that was Duswa's ex-mate, Needful, aka Bastet, and he gave her a ring. He gave her a ring. And me and my mother was laughing. My mother said, please, he ain't buy that ring. We was laughing. He was like, yeah, he schemed the scam and got that ring because they lived in the same apartment complex I lived in. And what did Neeku do? She professed to be this master prophetess before us, right? Yeah, Baba, she was supposed to be the pharaoh. And then you had another witch called Delilah. And Baba described Delilah. Baba said Delilah is the one with the skin disease. Look at Robbie. Robbie did not shave her hair by choice. Robbie has no hair. Robbie has no eyebrows. Robbie has no hair on no part of her body. She has no lashes. She is Delilah the witch that Baba spoke about that has no hair on her skin. She is a witch. That is Joe, the white boy's wife. And Baba said Joe is a Mukatsu. He said he's not Nagaru. Okay? So now, why does Robbie have no hair? Because these are witches of old from back in Mesopotamia. Incarnated witches. Alright? From back then. And what did Delilah do? Delilah found out where Samson had his strength and found it out it was in his hair and cut all his hair off. And so why does Robbie not have hair on her skin? Because she's cursed. And why does Robbie look the way she looks? Because she's cursed and she's mixing with a Mukatsu. Okay? And Baba told her and her mate not to have any more children because if they didn't, they would be giving birth to demons. They were told this on the visit. Now, let me back up some more and tell y'all about some more witches so y'all can start looking at these people in the tribe. And then I'm going to describe something else that Baba told us about witches and warlocks in the tribe. Now, Zanitra Cross, right? Attorney Lita Holden and Rosalind Ellis, a.k.a. who y'all know is Lubna, they are all not with us anymore. They are dead and gone. Okay? Now, this sister named Miriam Canty was in Colorado with all of them as well. And she's a witch too. And they tried to make it seem like I had something to do. Well, she ain't in her right mind anyway. She took my picture, posted it and made a little collage with it and said that I had something to do with Lita Holden dying. Y'all know that those sisters was down there in Colorado, including Janet Goins, causing confusion in Baba's case. Baba was pissed off. And all of y'all who know that Baba made an announcement and said that if Janet Goins don't stop doing what she's doing, he said, tell her I can make it rain in her house alone. And everybody was like, whoa. Zanitra and Janet was professing to be these paralegals, and they was sending paperwork to Baba and Lubna also. They was sending paperwork, calling the facility, calling administration, filing this, filing all this junk on Baba's case, messing it up. And Baba was getting pissed off. And it got to the point where Baba told, well, this what happened. Because first Lubna died. What Lubna did was, and Baba wrote me and told me to read this to the family. And when I was about to read it to the family and make it public, Dana Miller, a.k.a. Dana Dixon, a.k.a. Mary Tessa Quartet, she's an FBI agent. She said to me when I walked in the building with the letter, you're not going live. I said, I don't care. I don't need to be live. You see, they work for the government and they have a secret pact with the devil to keep y'all from knowing what's really going on in this tribe with this evilness and the plots against Malachi to keep him locked up. Now, check this out. Baba wrote in the letter and said to me, tell the family that Lubna wrote this doctor named Dr. Cox. C with as in cat, O as in over, and X as in X-ray. And when Lubna wrote this doctor, Baba told Lubna not to go forward with it because the doctor said he was going to do something to try to get Baba transferred. Baba told Lubna and told me and everybody else to tell Lubna not to file it, but Lubna did it anyway. And the prison got pissed off and they took Baba's writing privileges and they put Baba on lockdown. And Baba got pissed off and sent a letter to me before it happened because how it works in the prison is before you get a write-up, they write you and you got like a 30 days to before you're seen by the investigation services, which is called SIS. And by the way, the man in charge of the investigation services in the prison, his name is Satanist Yvonne. Santist. When y'all email me at AshantiZulu@gmail.com and I send y'all a copy of the file that Victoria Broussard put in when she calling Baba child molester, you're going to see the names of the people in the prison. One name is Andrew Make something. Make Sue, and they got these weird freaking names. And like I said, the SIS guy that's over Baba's privileges, him being transferred and all that to give Baba sanction in the prison, his name is Satanist Yvonne. Now, let me go back to Lubna. So Lubna filed this paperwork after Baba told her not to. It was Lubna and Zanisha that did it together. And Baba got pissed off and his privileges got shut off. And then shortly after that, Lubna got sick and she left Colorado and came down to Decatur and then she slowly died. And then after that, Zanisha died. And then after that, Lita Holden died. And then Janice saw that happening and got her ass up out of Colorado. Okay? Let me tell you something about me. I'm not impressed with nobody with a position in this tribe. Nobody is over my life and my soul other than the master teacher. Nobody in this tribe runs nothing about nobody. Baba said love is the action word. Show what you do by what you do, not by what you say. Because your title means nothing. And Baba said that if you don't show respect, a title doesn't give you the authority for anybody to respect you. Y'all need to keep y'all faces in these books and start watching these niggas and asking yourself, what are they doing and what happens? Because me, I got all the tea on all of these niggas and I've been watching them from the time Baba been in there. Because I didn't ask to go to Athens. I didn't ask to go to Decatur, Georgia. I didn't ask to be around these freaking people because I don't like any of them. I'm a loner. I don't need to be around somebody to feel approved or accepted. I don't need likes. I don't need to be on Instagram and Facebook to feel like I'm accepted by any goddamn body. As long as an authority are watching me and Bob is happy with my works, that's all that matters. And I don't got to tell y'all nothing. Matter of fact, I'm not talking no more. So don't ask me about how is Baba doing. Don't ask me, did I get a letter? Don't ask me if I spoke to him. I'm not telling y'all nothing no more because you don't deserve it. Those people that support me, I thank you so much. And I got a lot of love for y'all. I know how I am. And people who know me and they have supported me in the past know that anytime I say I need money, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. If I say I got something to do, I got something to do and it's going to get done. And ain't none of y'all devils in this tribe going to shut me down. And any of you brothers in this tribe that's not supporting me, shut up because you don't know me. I'm telling y'all what these people did. Why is Zanitra dead? I'm going to tell you why. Zanitra went and got a lawyer named J.Y. Yahweh, J.Y., whatever, a Liberian, an evil-ass black man. I went to that man's office. I said, what the hell is wrong with him? He looked at my feet. Then he looked at me from the top. He had this real evil hatred for women. And he had a poster, and he had a picture in his office with a whole bunch of Celtics, but he was smiling with them. So I goes and asked the lawyer, I said, so what's your retainer fee? He looked at me and he said, he took his hand, you know how you take your hand and you push to somebody as to say, get out of here. He said, let them do whatever it is that they doing because I don't want nobody knocking on my door asking for money. I said, all right. So that means that this nigga ain't even retained and he ain't with us. This nigga went to Liberia, y'all. Okay? And I know because I was in Africa. He went to Liberia and he told members of this, he went to Liberia and he told people, or somebody said that they hear me double. Okay, they saying it's not. All right. Hold on. Somebody told me to use some headphones. Hold on, let me get some headphones.
Okay. We're here with you. This is really, really good information.
Okay, can y'all hear me better now? I don't know if that's good or not. I got my headphones on and I
I
got my
hear
volume turned up.
right. I hear you loud and
Okay.
clear.
Okay. So let me tell you what happened. Zanisha went and got JY. And JY was upset. And when he went and pressed charges or filed a lawsuit against the government of Liberia. Now let me tell you why that pissed him off. And the reason why he did that. JY, hold on. Somebody said I'm sounding good. Okay. So JY, oh, somebody said there wasn't a problem. Okay, good. Let me take these headphones off. Okay. So JY went and filed a document against the government of Liberia and pissed them off. And I'm going to tell you why he did that. One of the reasons what he was trying to do was he was trying to get the government to deny that Baba was ever appointed as a diplomat with full immunity. That's the first reason why he did that. The second reason why he did it, the second reason why he did that was because he wanted to piss the government off. So now what happens is Liberia is a poor country. They don't have money to be flying back and forth to Nigeria to go to the courts, to the ECOWAS courts. So that pissed them off. So JY was filing that and doing that on purpose. And Zanitra and that sister Miriam Canty was the one who got that lawyer. Witches. So now, one day Zanitra called me because I had an attorney that Baba asked me to get an attorney in Florida called the Brownstone Law Firm. They were from Sicily, Sicilians, a family of lawyers. Zanisha got jealous, went and got JY, and started doing all these conference calls. Baba said it's called the gypsy switch. Witches do it all the time, right? So, and for the record, y'all, as far as what Janet Gomes is doing, Janet Gomes could do whatever she want to do. I don't really care. I'm not even thinking about that girl. But one thing I will do is speak the truth about what I know. Okay? So, but I'm going to say this. I've been doing these updates and these conference calls before you had your little appointment as a three-feathered pigeon or whatever you're supposed to be. But let me say this. Zanisha called me down to JY's office. Excuse me. And when I got there, first she said she wanted me to come. Baba wants us to work together, blah, blah, blah. I reached out to her brother. He got me my flight and my hotel, sent me a few dollars. And when I was ready to go, she called me later on that day with the other sister, Margaret, who also is gone. Margaret Drayton, Tawarat from South Carolina. She gone too. Y'all need to start asking yourself why all these niggas is dead. If what I'm saying is a lie. And Baba said they keep this up, it's going to be more and more and more. Old, young, children, he don't care. He said it's going to be more and more and more because y'all playing with his life. So now, Zanitra calls me down there. I go down there with JY, and she calls me back and says, don't come, Sabotage. You need to stay in your lane. I said, what? I said, you just told me to come. I said, stay in your lane. Okay, so now you playing freaking games with me. I said, it's too late. I already got the ticket. So she called the brother who got me the ticket, tells him to try to cancel my flight. But the reason why she was doing it is because she was jealous of what I was doing for Baba, and she wanted me to be jealous of her. So she said, come on, it's like inviting you to a party, and then you get there, and you're not on the guest list. You see what I'm saying? That's that witch stuff, playing mind games. And when I got to her office, it was me, Janet, Zanitra, Lita Holden was there. And when Lita Holden came to the office, when she seen me, she jumped. She got scared because she beat me for $5,000. Now the brothers
Wow.
in Brooklyn had raised this money for me because I had a Democratic council that that graduated from Yale that was going to get Baba moved. And I gave the money to Lita Holden to work with the Democratic Council because they need, look, when you're dealing with people on the Hill in Washington, they want to talk to lawyers. You have to have a lawyer represent you because they can't represent you as an attorney. But it makes it legal if they're talking to a lawyer. So I paid this freaking fat, red freaking devil the money, and she was scared. She got on the phone, and she was like, oh, he graduated from Yale. I said, so what? And then the man said, what is Baba incarcerated for? Why is he in ADX? She didn't want to answer it. I was like, and I looked at her, I was like, yo, talk to him, yo. What is you doing? Baba was pissed off at her ass. And when Baba spoke to her on the phone the next time, when I came around, Baba spoke to the phone and Baba told her, and I got the recording, Baba told her that she's sick and that she got a lot of stuff going on inside her, and she took her hand and put it on her head. She had all this raggedy stuff in her office. This was a rinky-dink family law attorney, the same kind of rinky-dink family law attorney that Victoria Broussard is. Victoria Broussard is a family law attorney. She does not know federal criminal law. She did not go to school for it. And yeah, I know Baba said he chose her as his lawyer, but Baba says things for reason, because he's in prison. He ain't saying stuff as a free man. And I'm smart enough to know what's really going on. Unlike some of y'all. Soon as somebody get in charge, oh, y'all run to them. Soon as somebody else get a title, y'all drop whoever else y'all was following and y'all run to them. Soon as somebody else get a title, y'all drop from following them and y'all run to them. Why are y'all not following the man who wrote the books, the author? Zanitra played games, and when I went up there, Baba was upset with me and was like, why are you up here? He said, you're supposed to be in Florida with the lawyers in Florida. And I said, and then Baba got mad at me and said he didn't like the way I was talking. And even though Baba didn't hear me verbally talk, he heard me because earlier that day, I was on the phone, I was cursing like a sailor. I had never been so angry in all my life in dealing with these freaking devils. And I said, these are some evil-ass women. Zanitra and that other sister, Tawarat, from North Carolina, her last name is Drayton, Margaret from OES, she's a witch too. She had something going on with her brain and had a tumor. And she almost died. And she said she asked Melchizedek if she could come, if she could stay, because she wanted to make sure that she wanted to be here for when he returned, that she wanted to be a part of the celebration when he got out. And Baba gave her rules and regulations to follow and said that if she break those rules, that her ass is out of here. And she told me this out of her own mouth. So she going now. So evidently she didn't follow the rules. And Denisha's going now because they don't play by the rules. All they do is sabotage, lie, cause confusion, play games, and make y'all think that they love Baba when they really are witches trying to work their magic to keep Baba locked up and cause confusion. And then they jealous of me because of the people that I connect with, the people that I communicate with, the type of juice I got on the Hill in D.C. When Denisha came with me to Congressman Hank Johnson's office, and she saw how his staff embraced me and they all knew me, she got jealous because she had all of the medical information. And I didn't have it because I wasn't working on that. I was working on the violations of the judge. So I said, Denisha, since we here, which was 9/9/2009, I said, let me get the paperwork. You could come with me. You could give it to them. You don't got to give it to me. Just give it to them. And she did. And that's how Baba got transferred to the medical unit. But at first she really wasn't trying to work with me. They was all hating on me. Tanisha used to come to my house and my earring would be missing. She was always casting spells, causing confusion, and I didn't know she was a witch. Because she showed me a letter with Baba saying that she was worth 144,000. And now niggas in this tribe is saying, oh, Saint Denitra this, Saint Denitra that. And Baba said they had to change the picture because the namuz that she had on her head, she was not supposed to have that on her head. She's supposed to have one of them crowns like what Waki got on her head for witches. Denitra is and was a witch. And they call her Saint Denitra because when she died, she was on the other side and they was calling her these black devils to use her to work their magic to fight me. Okay? Now that's a whole nother story and I'm not even gonna explain that because you're not gonna know what I'm saying is real until the master teacher's released. A lot of this stuff is gonna go over your head, but I'm telling y'all now from my own experience and dealing with these people that these niggas are witches. Janet is a witch. Robbie, Joe's wife is a witch. Joaquin's a witch. And all them sisters around them are all witches. You see them cooking, laughing, talking together. They all get along. They always got their hand in a pot, stirring a goddamn pot. They're freaking witches and their time is up. And Baba's about to come out. So now, I want to show y'all something else. So now, Tanisha does that and Baba was upset. He was like, she's out of here. I said, what? He wrote me a letter and was talking. He said, yeah, Denisha's on her way out of here. That's how he said it. And I was like, oh. And then she died. And you can ask any of them sisters in New York, when they was down there, they said it was something inside of Denisha. And Denisha's best friend, who was Squirrel's ex-wife, Michelle, was calling sisters to do an exorcism on Denisha to get what was inside her body out of her. But it was too late. But like I said about that movie called The Vatican Tapes, that man asked that priest, what makes the devil choose one person over another? You vibrate low enough, they get inside of you from the top of your head. Now, I want y'all to check this out. So now, Zanitra's gone, Lita Holden's gone, Lubna's gone, and Janet left Colorado and went to Florida. You see, because she was out there with them too. And Miriam Canty, who was out there, had some crazy stuff going on with her face with pus all. I got the picture. Pus sores all over her face, mouth coming out, and she was staying with Iris, and Iris said, I told her she had to go, Papa Jack, because she kept taking all these herbs, and I was like, what you got going on? Were you taking all these herbs and you sick? And she had these sores, these canker sores all over her face and all her hair fell out. Y'all better start watching all these people and stop thinking that I'm the enemy, because I'm not the enemy. I love the master teacher. I walk Wooster back voluntarily. And I told Baba, you don't have to thank me about nothing. This is my obligation, and we are all responsible for his life. So all of you brothers that is listening to this, all you people that know what I'm saying is the truth, all I'm asking for y'all brothers to sit back and ask yourself, what had the brothers in the lodge done? Because like I said, I made things happen for the master teacher, and they know it. Jashaka Malik knows that I did. They all know y'all. Y'all gotta wake up and get with the people that care about the master teacher, so he can feel the love. I'm not gonna disappoint you. Come on, man. I know y'all better than this. I know y'all not stupid, and y'all know what these people are doing. Now, I want y'all to check this out. Now, there's some people in this tribe whose children died on May 8th. And I don't know if y'all know this or not. And the brother Demir can break it down to you and explain something to you about that brother Latif. Because he did some grimy stuff too. And I found out from investigating some things that was forwarded to me, right? And it's sad because the sins of the parents fall onto the children, even unto the fourth generation. So it's like when y'all do things to Baba, it's going to fall on y'all kids. It's going to fall on who you love and who you care about. This is how the Natharu work. They work through your genes. They attack you through your etheric connection or your bloodline and what you favor and what you love, who you love the most. Right? So the brother Abdul Latif had a daughter, and I found this out like 2 weeks ago. I knew that the daughter died, but I didn't know it was on May 8th. She died on May 8th. I was like, damn, man. And then I thought about this. Did y'all know that there's a brother named Abdul Salam LaRoche? Check this out. That Topper, I forgot, I don't know what his real first name is. His last name is LaRoche. His name is LaRoche too. That's his brother. He was arrested on May 8th in 2018. He was arrested for murdering some 49-year-old lady. And guess what her name was? Pamela. Guess what Abdul Salam LaRoche's sister name is? Pamela. Pamela LaRoche. These are the niggas that lied on Baba. So what's the coincidence that Abdul Salam LaRoche was arrested on May 8th in 2018 for the murder of a 49-year-old woman named Pamela Chrysler? But his sister name is Pamela. He got locked up for 2 counts. No, he was indicted, right, for malice murder, which is, he got 2 felonies, and he got arrested for, I think, first-degree burglary or something like that. And they caught him from his DNA samples, so they say. Now, I don't trust the penal system. I don't care if a person did it or not. But my thing is this. When they got you for DNA, you ain't getting out of it. And you got 2 freaking felony counts of stabbing some lady up who was a counselor in Athens, Georgia. Then I already told y'all about Abigail's son hanging himself. And there's another brother, I forgot his name, the Muslim brother, McCullen's father. He hung himself. And then, I don't know if y'all know this, on May 8th, right? There was 4 children there was 4 children that were killed in a fire in Manhattan. This happened back in 2017, and me and another brother was building about it, and the brother told me that was Hagar York's uncle, McKinn, or Matin. His name Matin or McKinn. They said that was his family that died in that fire on May 8th, y'all. Now, y'all tell me what's up with that. And then I'm going to tell y'all another thing. I don't know if y'all know this. Now, they had this picture of Baba on the internet. And they photoshopped the picture of Baba in prison. And they took somebody else's head, put it on top of Baba's head to make Baba look like he got this funny egg-shaped head. And his eyes look like they were gray, like he's suffering from glaucoma, like he's dying. And they started passing the picture around. And Jamie Alvarez had the picture on his Facebook page. And they said that he was the one that passed the picture around. And not only that, Jamie Alvarez was also the brother that was messing around with Abigail. When Abigail came back to tell the truth, somehow she started messing around with Jamie. With Noah, a.k.a. Noah from Tamaray. I don't know. But my thing is this. How did that brother's son, Elijah, got shot? Because he put his head, and this happened on October the 30th. Now, what made me think is I said, I wonder if they was at that freaking ritual with Fatima and them walking around conjuring up that demon Samhain. Was they with him? Because Jamie Alvarez, you should have known. I don't care if Abigail moved on and she ain't with Baba no more. How y'all gonna sleep with somebody with an ex-mate of the master teacher? That's freaking disrespectful. And y'all sisters who was with Baba, if a brother ain't putting a ring on your finger, if he ain't putting you in a house, he ain't putting you in a car, why are y'all laying up with these niggas? You don't went from a master to a monkey. Y'all sisters, y'all are embarrassment to this tribe. Y'all an embarrassment to the master teacher. And Baba told me that some of y'all don't want him out because of what y'all did. Because y'all don't want him to know what went on between you and the brothers. And he said plural. He talked about you and the Babsack, you Shalimar, aka Fatima, Okron. Y'all some dirty niggas, man. And y'all sit up here lighting candles and doing stuff, trying to hurt me while I'm trying to bring Baba home. You think I don't know what y'all doing? I'm not accepting no apologies when Baba come out because I don't forgive and I don't forget. I'm a Scorpio. I'm very revengeful. And trust me, if you did anything to me or you caused any kind of strife in my life, I'm coming for you. I don't care if I'm happy. It could be 5 years from now, 6 years from now. I want to see my vengeance on my enemies. You're going to get dealt with. So Jamie Alvarez's son, right, got shot up because he heard noises. The mother said he was downstairs cooking oodles and noodles. And he went upstairs, he heard noises, and he went to the door and put his head to the door, and the bullet went straight to his head. This happened on October 30th, right in their house. Their house got shot up about 20 times. And the mother said she saw a shadow running back and forth. And I felt sad. I felt bad for the mother, crying for the grievance of her son because she said he wanted to become a scientist. So if he wanted to become a scientist, he was probably studying our doctrine. You understand? But see, the thing is this, when y'all are responsible for somebody's life, Baba is a pharaoh. Y'all out here playing games. Lubna gone, Tanisha gone, Tabaruk gone. Y'all know the story. It's a long freaking list, and it's going to keep on going if y'all keep on playing games with Baba life. Because I'm alive, I'm healthy and well. And the master teacher is alive, he's healthy, and he's well. But you can't tell me that somebody that's been locked up for 21 years is going to want to come out and beat drums and party with you. Y'all are some sick freaking people, and y'all better stop following these black devils in this tribe. Because I'm telling you right now that they're all working to stop me from bringing Baba home. And it's not going to happen. I'm going to bring him out, and that's my word. He's coming home. And if you don't think it's real, you'll see. Because guess what? One day is marked on the calendar that this is going to be over. Because he is the man of the hour. He will be home. And Baba said, y'all God is Juno. Laugh now and cry later. That's who your God is that y'all worship. Because y'all got an everlasting pact with the devil. Okay? And we are children of the Natharu. And they're going to look over us and they're going to make sure that they bring Baba out of here. But I had to tell y'all about these witches in the tribe that go from make to make to make to make. But you claim you and this guard attack this. What's that sister name? Hold on, I wrote her name down too. That sister that's supposed to be over, she calls herself Akumtet Tweed, Nazardet Amutet. She's a whore too. Because see, Baba said this, and it's in our doctrine. Baba said that once a female has had sex with more than 4 males, your genetics is automatically invaded by male hormones overpowering your own. And that we, as Benas Tassel, the feminines, are the keepers of our upcoming 24,000 year history. So our feminines, we're supposed to hold the faith to our race and our tribe and our nation. And your womb, you're supposed to protect your womb. And if we have that divine right to do that, so that the children can inherit, this tribe in a clean way. So if you got you was with Hootsuite to Chemsuite or Amutet, you claim you over the language. Y'all better watch these people claiming they over language. She was with the brother Hootsuite. She broke up with him and got with another brother. She broke up with him and got with another brother. She broke up with that brother, got with another brother, and now she with the brother she with now. And look what it says on page in our Positive Action Fact number 46. It says intelligent design, divine design, or plot of aliens. Series number 46. Actual fact number 46 on page 54. This is what it says. It says, and know this actual fact, Nawapian feminine. Once you contact a genetic disease, you are no longer a recording of your family bloodline. Also, once you have, as a female, had sex with more than 4 males, your genetics has been invaded by male hormones overpowering your own. Vanessa Tassel Feminine are the keepers of our upcoming 24,000 years story. Know this, Feminine, you each hold the fate of our Salal race, Shabbat tribe, Takboon nation, and your Sar family, and your Raham womb. Only you can protect that divine right. So the Qur'adu children inherit from their parents, or 33 and 1/3 from the mother, and 33 and 1/3 from the father, and 33 and 1/3 that is you. 100%, or 23 chromosomes for your mother and 23 chromosomes from your father, that gives you your 46 chromosomes. And both of you offer your side of your family for 4 generations like this. And there's a diagram. It says, you see, within each of you are these 30 relatives, your Salafu ancestors, and each of their personality lives affect your own. Their bad habits, their addictions, mental states, and all they slept with. Your 30 relatives are the they said, the ones who speak in your head, who can mislead you or guide you. Now think, each person you exchange body fluids with share their own relatives with your own. You came out with both parents, their positives and negatives, and also go back 4 generations to the 30 people before this. So many people hear voices, good or evil. Some even see dead relatives, or have their whole life or have their whole lives destroyed by relatives who were over lustful, or drug addicts, or alcoholics, or killers. All of this can affect you by way of your family genes, or who or others you allow into your body. And add this to the race of wicked people, the Adamites, and all the evil they promote day and night all around you on TV, cinemas, and in games. Then war with bloodshed, fighting, and so many people in games, sports, and those who lose project their feelings and defeat and sadness in the air. Games lost, tests fail, fights, arguments, and breakups are all the negatives that they create all day around. All this has an effect on you and those around you, how they promote drinking, intoxicants, beer, wine, whiskey, the use of drugs, medications, smoking. He promotes this on TV all day. They're always drinking or smoking or half dressed or underdressed. They're always killing and having sex. It's all a part of their evil plan to program you, and then you begin doing it on your own. So now, how could you be a good dad tag or in charge of the language and y'all sleeping around with all these different brothers? Because see, Ahmed and Unc, you another one. You was with Amuna Hannibal. Before that, you was with some other brother. And then before him, you was with another brother. And this chick been passed around the tribe. And now all of a sudden, you trying to get a title and a name in a language. And you're caught. Y'all better watch who y'all follow. Y'all better watch who y'all around on the internet, who's claiming that they one of us, and watch their actions and how they move. Because our doctrine says that they cannot be a goddess. They cannot call themselves a child of an authority or a woman or a god if they are letting men dump their G's in them like this. So we as the sisters, we hold the mitochondria DNA. Okay? So y'all better watch what's going on in this tribe and see who's behind this elaborate scheme of keeping us from becoming divine by distracting us with all this garbage in our tribe and faking like they love Baba and faking that they administration and thinking that they this and that when they're all sent by the devil to keep us off the path of the Most High. And with that, I'm done, brother.
All right, all right, all right. That was a lot to unpack. That was a whole lot of information there. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, I have one last thing to read. I'm
Sure.
sorry. This is in the Psalms of Yanenin. If you go on page 72, it's Psalms 40. And it says, let us, Nuwapians of Wunuwap, rejoice. But we know we're Sabaeans because our language has been upgraded. And for those of you who don't know, a Sabaean, one of the meanings of it are those replacing other Nuwapians. That's what it means. So don't
Right.
let these people with their titles and their status making you think that they got this status in our tribe that there's some selected special people of Baba. Baba don't like cocky, evil people. People that walk with Baba are humble. They're kind. They treat people good. You know, they give without asking and they don't want anything in return. It feels good to just do the right thing. And that's the type of woman that I am. Okay? I'm just putting my foot down because it's wrong what they did to Baba. And I have to tell y'all about these people and what they did. And
Tua.
like I said, there's more to cover. Now, this is what Psalms 40 says. It said, let us, the Wapians of Wunuwap, rejoice. Shout for joy to Pa Natharu, the overseas. All Pa Nuwapu, the Nuwapians. Worship Pa Natharu, the overseas, with gladness. Comes before them with joy and music. Know that Pa Natharu, the overseers, are Salafu. It is they who grew us. Hold on. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was reading the wrong one. Hold on. Okay, Psalms 40, because the way it's written, it goes from there. Okay, it says, let us, the Wapians of Wunuwap, rejoice. I will sing and chant, dance and play masak, music of your divine love, ashuk, and justice to you. Panatharu, the overseers, will sing praise as a new song. I will be forever careful and lead a blameless life until you come for me. I will, Mashui, walk in the Tapau world amongst the wicked, blameless. I will not succumb to their temptations. I will let set before my eye no vile thing. Their ways will not cling to me. Those perverse ways will not influence me. I will have na'ut shayan, nothing to do with the ways of mujwadu, evil ones. No one who practices deceit will dwell with me, nor I with them. No one who speaks lies and falsely will be in my presence. I will cut off every slanderous person from my higher life. Rejoice blamelessly. So I wanted to read that to let y'all know that the Natharu, they don't want us walking with these people. Because let me tell you something what Baba told me. He said, we do not eat with Gentiles. So all these people pretending that they walk with us, and they go home and they somebody else, or they pretending. Y'all look at people's skin. Look how they live. Look how they walk. Baba say wear the Murdoch braid, they got a braid in the face hanging down. Baba said do this, they doing the opposite. Baba said not to wear African clothes. Baba said we got our own clothes, and they're called button the wabi. They putting on tight African skirts. Stuff clinging to them. Or they'll throw in a button the wabi when it's convenient for them. But then when you
Mm-hmm.
catch them off guard in the supermarket, they got on regular street clothes. Trust me,
Mm-hmm.
y'all. I know some of us have jobs to do, and we have things that and ways that we have to be to present ourselves. And when I present myself to the master teacher, I'm in my garb always. And if they can't accept who I am and they don't like what I got on, it's later for them. Because I'm not going to succumb to their evil way of living, wearing them freaking, now they got shorts on with the girls behind hanging out. All the shorts are made like that. And all the women, white girls are walking around with their behind out. We're in the last day in time, and if you don't have on the most high, on
The
the armor
guard.
of the most high,
Mm-hmm.
right, and you don't protect yourself, you are open target for the devil. And Baba said this, never underestimate the powers of the evil one because he is very wicked and very evil. And if you think you got it and he can't get you, that's when he will.
Tua. Tua.
So I'm done, family. And like I said, everything that I said is the truth. I didn't lie about nothing. It's not slanderous. It's not gossip. It's the truth. And I'm asking you brothers and you sisters that are listening, I want to thank all of you that helped me already. I don't want to say your names because you'll be an open target for the demons in this tribe. But for those of you that are helping me, I'm more than grateful. I bow to you, my brothers and sisters. Thank Zawalu Zawaltat, Tawatek, Mutakayur. I really appreciate it. And for those of you who would like to get on board, you can email me at ashantizulu@gmail.com. And also, for those of you who are overseas, hold on, you can reach me this way. Okay. You can reach me now. I have an Instagram, right, an IG page, but I got locked out of it because I had to change my number so many times. So I got a new page, and I don't really have that much. I have 23 posts on it. But you can click, if you go in the bio, it says Tabby Jets, spelled Tabitjet, Yahuda, Yahudah. And my username is Ashanti Zulu. So you can go in there, because on Instagram, they have an app where you can call somebody. That way I can screen my calls. I don't want to give out my personal cell phone number, but you can reach me through my IG page. Like I said, my bio is it says Tabby Jet, and it's T as in Tango, A as in Alpha, B as in Boy, I as in India, T as in Tango, J as in Joy, E as in Echo, T as in Tango. That's the first name, and last name Yahuda. Y as in Yellow, A as in Alpha, H as in Hotel, U as in Umbrella, D as in Delta, A as in Alpha, H as in Hotel. And my username is Ashanti Zulu. Y'all can reach out to me through that app because they have where you could leave a message and I'll get it and I could call y'all and we could talk like that where I won't have to give up my cell phone number. Okay,
Right.
family?
And
And thank you for tuning in.
we'll put that information in the description box also.
Okay. I'll text it to you because you type
Yes.
extra words.
Yes.
Anyway, y'all my brothers. I appreciate this platform. And I apologize for the confusion in the earlier. Y'all, we just trying to make it so y'all could call in if you want to.
Yes. That we did have some technical difficulties, but the message still got across. It still got through. And I would like to thank you for putting yourself up front to deliver this message and to do it for all the work that you're doing to help get the master teacher out of there. I really do appreciate it. It's been a breath of fresh air.
It's a long time coming. Yes, it's
Absolutely.
time. It's time. He'll be home. He'll be out. I got a lot of positive. I feel really good. Like I said, I never felt this good before in a long time. And
Yes.
it's just time for these people to dip their hand in the sand. Maybe the master teacher gave them all these positions and did what he did so to expose them so y'all could see who they are. Because
True.
look how Duswa played everybody with them IDs and lied. Look how Neefu lied and said and act like she's a pharaoh when she was a freaking informant all along. Baba wrote a letter and they took it down.
Wow.
Baba wrote a letter and said Neefu and Rochelle were government informants.
Right.
And Baba said Neefu is his DNA sister. I mean, his
Daughter.
DNA daughter.
Right. I
That's
remember
his
him saying
blood
that.
daughter. He said that. He said Rochelle and Neefu were FBI informants, and I know Rick was too, because let me tell you something. We had, when Baba 2255, see, that's when they was really around. They wanted to make sure Baba 2255 didn't go through, because that was Baba's chance of getting out of there. And the judge had made so many mistakes, and they made so many mistakes on Baba's trial that he could have got out. But so that what they did was Rick, Neefu, let me tell you what happened. Baba told us all to meet with this attorney. Janet Goins was there. Neefu was there. I was there in the car with them. Mental Hotep, Al Woodall, Duswa. Janet had her son with her. Neefu, Fatima York, Iris, and Amina. And there were people there that Baba didn't invite. He invited me. Okay? I was there, y'all. And they sat around and let that goddamn lawyer, Lattimore, mess up Bob's chances of coming out.
Right.
They sat around him. They encircled him. and sat around him and they encircled him when they was talking with him, and they did something to that man and messed it up. And then we walked out the office. We was walking down the block, and I was so depressed. I said, damn, man, how Baba gonna get out? I knew, let me tell you something. One thing about people that been in prison before, especially federal inmates, because we got access to law libraries. Let me tell y'all something. The feds is club fed. You live your life in there. It ain't like how they show you what jail is. It's a compound. You can walk around. They got a gym. They got a track field. They got a picnic field. They got a dining hall where you eat. Oh, it's classy. It's up there. And they got a law library. And one thing about women is we study the law. And we make better lawyers than the average lawyers out here. So I know the law. Okay? And I'm going to tell you something. They encircled that lawyer Latimer, Rick, and all of them. Joe was there. Robbie was there. Rick was there. Neefa was there. Deuce was there. Janet Goins was there. Larry Damersburg was there. Iris was there. Amina was there. Fatima York was there. And I was there.
Wow.
And they let that man mess up Baba's chances of getting out, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I was there.
Right. And a lot of times what they do, they make those simple mistakes on those court documents to get it all thrown out. And
they lied about the amount of money that he needed and stole money from y'all. Now check this out. When we left out of that office, I was so depressed. I said, how is Baba going to get out of there with these freaking devils? With these evil ass niggas? Like, they ain't even fighting for him. And I had my arms folded because I was like, what could one person do if Baba pointed these niggas over his trial, over his case?
Right.
You know, Rick was in charge of the lodge and Joe and all. So I was like, and I was walking, I had my head down.
Right.
And as I was walking, a $20 bill flew in front of me. And I said, I found $20. And Deuce Swat came running over there, took my, that's mine. I said, nah, nigga, this ain't your money. I said, and he said, all right, so give me half. I said, nah, this is mine. You ain't getting nothing. I took the money and folded up. But I knew that was a sign from the Natharo that they was going to put something that, I don't know, that was a sign. I was so depressed that day. And they was all walking in the street, like on the side, they crossed the street to get in the car. And I had my head down. And I was walking depressed by myself. And then I said, oh, Swen, I found $20. And I wrote Bob and told him about the whole experience there. And then Baba wrote me back and said, he said, yeah, they not trying to bring me home. He said, you know, you was there. You was at the meeting with the Latimer. Right. I said, oh, sweat. Right. All of them was there. All of them was there, y'all. And all of them was there.
As you talk about you talk about the witches, how they're witches and they're warlocks. There's a series that was on HBO called Lovecraft Country Family. Very good series. I recommend that you take a look at it. And also on Cinemax, the series called The Man Who Fell to Earth. Very good series. Both of them.
Okay. I think Baba told us to watch that.
I strongly suggest you all check it out, and there will definitely be some very interesting conversations after you watch those two series.
Okay, I definitely will.
Yes, very, very.
So,
good.
what y'all gonna open up the calls for the line for people that want to call in? If people want to say I'm lying and I'm making this up, I'll put myself out there. Y'all could call in. We could talk about this. We family. Tell them niggas to call in. If I'm lying, all of them. Tell them to call in. Let's talk.
All right. What we would have to do is we would have to come back out and restart the stream so that we can pull in, see if we can do it through Zoom and pull up the screen and see and go from there. You know, my head started hurting for a minute with all the information that you was dropping.
Okay, so we could leave it at that, and we could let them call in on another time.
Okay, awesome. You wouldn't believe all the battles we've had with that certain administration over the years. This been going on for well over 20 years now. And the characters have come and they've gone, you know. And you're still here. We're still here. We're still here.
Exactly.
You know? And
we did not leave Baba's side.
Right. And it's like you say, it's a feeling in the air. How Bob Marley said, "There's a natural mystic blowing through the air." Yes, yes, that's what's happening right now, and I'm just grateful to be a part of it. So on that note, I would like to end this
Okay, me
live
too.
stream right now, and
All right, y'all, family. All
again,
right,
family,
family,
thank you.
Wadu. And
Wadu,
stay tuned in. All right, Wadu.
Wadu.